Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It is June 23rd, and it is 4:30 a.m. Mountain Time. That's my time. All right, I've got a few things, kind of new things to go on over this morning. And number one, I've been watching this new tarot reader. She's awesome. I've watched a couple of her videos, and she's a Gemini like me, it sounds like. And I really like how she reads. I really like that she takes every nook and cranny when she does a reading. Like, she'll go to the astrology, she'll go to the, the zodiac, and then, if there's any numbers coming up, or, all of that stuff to read somebody like, Bill Barr or something like that. I'm going to put a link to her newest video in my descriptions down below, so definitely check her out. Her name is Joyce, and All-Knowing Tarot. She's wonderful. I wanted to give her a good shout out and for you guys to go check her out. She really has a broad spectrum of what she talks about and what she is into. And that brings me to, anything that we do in this realm. Most readers are not one-trick ponies. We are multifaceted in this beautiful, beautiful art of reading tarot and numerology and palmistry and all that stuff. Numbers are very important to me. I remember numbers when I see them. I recognize it, just like yesterday on my subscriptions or whatever. It had 3333 on there, and it stayed at 3333 for a very long time. So I looked it up to see what the 3333 meaning is, because numerology is important. If you guys have never been into numerology, it's really something to get into. And this was what had come up after I looked it up. It says 3333 spirituality means something more significant than we can comprehend. The number 3333, and this is on my on my YouTube channel, the people who subscribe, it was 3333. So this is the number that came up. And it says consistent and vibrations and spiritual influences of the number 3 and 33 in the Bible, which, you guys can just bypass that word. 33 signifies the promise of God. Angel number 3333 shows that divinity is close to you and in your life when you keep seeing it. So that was a very nice, wonderful message from Spirit to me, that I am on the right path when I'm doing this YouTube channel, that I am presenting what I'm supposed to be presenting, and I am touching lives, and I am doing what I've been put on this earth to do, and that's really great. So what I had done, this was maybe a week or so ago. I always get a numerology chart every maybe 3-4, I think it's been 5 years since I did a numerology chart. I am a life number 7. And so life 7s are always into doing this work or some sort of work. Some 7s dive deep into the black art, and then I'm a 7 who dive deep into the light art. I leave the dark art for the one-trick ponies, and I leave the dark art for somebody who thinks, that they're clever and they can get into this realm and use it for a weapon. Those are those people. I'm on this side, just to let you know. And, it says it in my chart as well. So, I have spirit proof. But anyways, coffee. So I'm going to also post this in my description so you can go and get one. It's an analyst. I covered up my middle name and my last name, so because this is YouTube. But anyways, I'm going to post where I got my chart, and it gives you everything that you need to know about your chart, where your numbers lie, what is going on with you, and then it gives you a daily numerology, personal daily numerology, like March 4th, responsibility, demand, things like that. Daily forecast, I guess is what it's called. Your personal day-to-day forecast for each day and each month that you can look on there. Numerology, I think, gets into the deep and down and dirty. And it kind of gets, because the numbers, you can't ignore numbers, right? You can't ignore the numbers. So I really like that. I always recommend for you to do that. What your life path, what your life path is supposed to be, and what you're supposed to be doing while you're doing that. My expressions, how I'm supposed to be, my personalities, my minor heart desires. It tells you about your minor heart desires, and all of that is in my numerology chart. Your hidden passions and things like that. So I definitely recommend you going and getting a really in-depth numerology chart analyst. So anyways, I'll post that up there so you can go do that. It helps you acknowledge who and what you are and what you're supposed to be doing. If anybody's out there confused of what my life path, this would really work in numerology. And see, what else? New material. So, one day when Trump leaves office, of course I'm going to still do political readings and stuff like that, pop them in there, but I really want my channel to take off in a wonderful, exciting direction. And there's also one other thing that I do in this realm, and sometimes when you say it, it scares people, but I don't want them to be afraid, because I am not on the dark side of this, right? I am not a black magic worker, that one trick pony, that person who thinks that they're clever, and that person who thinks that they can use this platform as a weapon. It will turn on them like crazy. So there's that. Anyways, it is spells. Now the word spells has a negative connotation on it, but I'm talking like putting a spell out there for money, or putting a spell out there to open up for love and help you out, or putting a spell out there, things like that. And I want to kind of move a little bit into that direction and go over a few things. Like there's one spell that most readers know. It's an ancient spell for readers, is that it is absolutely unacceptable to read on another reader. Bottom line. For one thing, back in the day, the gypsies put a spell to go on for the future for any readers, because they had that problem. They have future that blocks anybody who does that. So, and I have also put my spell and my protection. Like if you read on me without my permission, you are reading in a mirror, meaning whatever you find, it reflects back to you. So whatever it is, so your reflection is back into you. And I have that protection in place through these ancient spells through the gypsies. And the gypsies had the best spells. And it talks about that. So if you're reading on another reader, especially without their permission, that is absolutely unacceptable. To do that sort of thing. It will not prevail well in that realm. So anyways, I also have that protection with me, as in nobody can read on me without my permission. And I have placed that protection spell in my channel and in my thing. If you read on me, you're only reflecting something from a mirror, and it's back to you, meaning you're only reading on yourself. So anyways, that's good stuff. That's what I want to go forward to, is to help people also learn protection spells, learn all of that stuff to help you through life, and to kick out the negativity and accept the light into your life and things like that. So if you guys are interested in those things, let me know. If that's something that scares you, let me know. If that's a new direction that I would like to go, I want my channel to go in a direction, not only for me, but for you as well, because we are co-creating, right? I would not be on YouTube without subscribers. There's no reason for it. So I absolutely appreciate my subscribers. I absolutely enjoy having you here. And I always say this is like, I don't want everybody else's subscribers. I want my subscribers, the people who want to be with me, who want to watch me, and who resonates with me, and who understands what I'm saying and things like that. I have a very, very healthy self-esteem. I understand when somebody subscribes and they are not liking it and they go elsewhere. I'm grateful that you tried me out, right? There's the gratitude. And I'm grateful that you stopped by to check me out. And I'm also grateful that you're honest to your own heart and moved on, right? That's gratitude. Because I've noticed it on my thing where one person will leave and 3 will come back in. Like, you leave room for the ones that work with me. So I appreciate that a lot. All right. Enough of the talking. I usually don't do all that. I did move my mic over to this corner here, so hopefully when I'm shuffling, it's not going to be so bad. Let's do it. I have a couple of things. Anyways, don't forget to check out Joyce All Knowing Tarot. And go support her. I think she's really, really good. I've been listening to what she says, and she knows her stuff. And of course, she's a fellow Gemini. But anyways, that's beside the point. Okay, I want to know, there's a question that keeps on coming through on a lot of newspapers and paperwork and stuff like that. And I want to know if the KKK will become a terrorist group. If that is actually going to come to fruition, that they are going to be considered a terrorist group. And, with putting them under the category of terrorist group, then our military then can treat them as an enemy of the state, enemy of the United States. So that's the reason why that is so incredibly important to categorize them as a terrorist group. That means you are against the American people. And the military can take care of your compounds, can take care of your buildings, can take you down, take everything, you know what I mean? I think it's the right move. I think their belief and all that, we're done with it. And I think that's the best message we can let them know, that this is absolutely unacceptable. There's no way of tolerating this kind of stuff anymore. We're going forward into our new world, and you are not welcome there. And when we have a new world, we will take care of all of this. And I think they should become a terrorist group. If you hear doggies in the background, it's doggies. Okay, I want to read on that and see if the KKK will become a terrorist group. Thank you for sticking with me this far. Cold-hearted. So my cards always give me a story first, and then we go forward and see what's going to happen. Cold-hearted is the KKK. Cold-hearted. So that is what is down there. Ooh. 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords. So, they're cold-hearted and they bring forth, tyranny, heartbreak. They are just an absolute cruel place to be. Justice. Ooh. What is the base of it? Justice. Ooh, I think we're going to. I think once 45 is gone and the new world is starting after he's gone, we will have that justice. So what comes in here is gratitude, luxury, security. So they think that they were going to take over the world again. They really tried to rise up again. They've been fortunate, Wheel of Fortune. They've been fortunate to be able to hang on this long. But karma, Wheel of Fortune also resonates with karma. You see that? Karma, the Wheel of Fortune. So what comes around goes around. What comes around goes around. So they are going to get with their just reward. And the 4 of Cups going forward. Feeling left out. Ooh, guys. The 4 of Cups feeling left out. See that? Feeling left out for the 4 of Cups for them going forward. I love these cards because sometimes when you're doing tarot and you'll know, somebody is doing tarot for quite some time, you kind of know a couple of 3 or 4 words or meanings for each card, which is okay. It's all okay. But these cards bring up all of the other meanings to the surface and remind me that it could mean something else. I love these cards. Ooh, the 5 of Swords. Loss, defeat. Yeah, they're going to. I think that is the best movement. I think they're going to, once 45 is gone, that movement, and then the King of Swords, loss, so 5 of Swords, loss and defeat, and then the King of Swords, which is a lawyer, professional. This is them. This is outside influences. Lawyer, professional will come in, and they're going to definitely do that. King of Cups, strength, balance. It'll balance out what we're wanting to have a new world. What we want in our new world, this will balance that out. That they will no longer be able to terrorize anybody or anything. They will be, judgment. Oh, yeah, I think they're going to definitely, this is the best spread for them, that they will become a terrorist group. And renewal and rebirth. We will take care of that as a society in our new world, and abolish what they do and make them wrong forever. We're going to make them wrong. And that is the best news I've heard in a long time. I like it. I like it a lot. Good. So yes, I think that is absolutely the direction that the United States is going in. So yes, good stuff. Okay, so my other question, let's see, we got a few minutes. My other question was Lindsey Graham. He said no to Bill Barr, about the new attorney, the U.S. attorney in New York. He wanted to put Jay Clayton in. But Lindsey said, no, I'm going to wait for the blue slips. And if you don't know what blue slips are, it is the recommendations from the Democrats of who they want in that position. So what Lindsey Graham has done is stalled putting Jay Clayton in, and has recommended that they follow protocol. Okay, so Lindsey's a douchebag, I know that. But yay. You know, every once in a while, maybe these Republicans are having a little clarity as to what is going on and how that works, and he wants blue slips. So, and those blue slips could take a while for him to get there. Then he has to take it back to his committee, and even, you know, the committee has to meet and they have to decide. I mean, it could take up to 6 months before that position is filled through this other way, where Lindsey Graham goes, nope, we're going to do it this way. So that means that Jay Clayton, who Barr wants in there, that doesn't know crap about what he's doing, we're going to, the new woman that has come in, I think it's Audrey Strauss, who is fully capable of doing the job, is going to continue on with the work. So that's awesome. But I want to see why he did it. I want to find out, why did Lindsey Graham do that? Chariot. Trouble and conflict. So trouble and conflict, he knows that there was something going on. The Chariot, the trouble and conflict. And then the High Priestess shows up, where it talks about subconscious wisdom, silence, wisdom. So he knows that there is something up, wisdom. The wisdom of his ways, the world. He has the world. He has the United States. Okay, I don't want you guys to think that I'm on Lindsey's side all of a sudden, because I'm not. All I'm saying is, give the guy due credit for a right decision, you know, that he has made. And I think he has made the right decision. The Nine of Wands, courage under fire. He had the courage to say no, and we're not going to do it that way right now. He had courage under fire. Good for him. Lovers is underneath, which is emotional choice to be made. He emotionally, he knew that was the way to go forward. Ooh. course, the devil shows up. Going forward, the devil shows up. Did I speak too kindly of Lindsey too soon? Is he going to, is he, oh, come on. I think I spoke too kindly of Lindsey. Yeah, I did. Going forward, he's not going, he may have made that decision, but I think it's because he wants to put somebody else he wants in there. The Ten of Swords. Dang, Lindsey, you almost got a compliment from me. Almost. And no, you're going to show up the way you are. It's just a creative way for him to control that position. The Ace of Pentacles is new finance enterprise. So he's looking at money, finance, and what he can get out of it. Dang, Lindsey. And of course, the Three of Wands. That was my air conditioner. Sorry, guys. The Three of Wands, successful in business and partnership. Yeah, he's looking for himself. Dang. Oh. All right. So much for the compliment, you little turd. Okay, it's all about him. All right, so I think we're at the time where we're going to do a daily spread on Trump and see what's going on with him. Let's see. I almost have, that slight, I'm an empath, so I have compassion for the worst of the beasts out there. And I don't know if that's a flaw of mine or a gift. I don't know. However, looking at 45 walking off of that airplane, and his heart and his mind and his face is so defeated. I mean, I have a laugh for it, but my empath came in, swooped in and said, "Aw," and then it went away. But it couldn't happen to a better person. I know. But my empathic ways kind of swooped in and gave him a tiny bit of compassion. But I also saw defeat in his face. I saw the embarrassment, which you can't embarrass a narcissist, I know, but I saw defeat. And that is finally, after everything that he has been through, finally, that got to him. That did. His people not showing up and supporting him, that got to him. Finally. They can spin it any way they want, but his base is getting smaller and smaller. So I have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Proposals. The family. And the Hangman. Okay, so this is speaking about how he's feeling about his base, his family, his base. So the proposal, what can he do to get his family back? And then the future that is in front of him is Hangman. That nothing he's doing. Let's see what the proposal. Yep, another proposal. The Republicans. This is the Republicans. And this is my card for the Republican. If that doesn't say Republican, I don't know what does in this world. That is a Republican. So his family and his Republicans. And then what is the Hangman? Oh, yeah. The Hangman is fighting off all of the bad news, the bad publicity, the media. He's fighting it all off. He's under scrutiny. So the proposal, they're trying to... And, of course, this one was also the virus. The virus. So the proposal, the virus, the Republicans and his family, and him fighting Hangman and fighting off what's going on. And, of course, we have the Two of Cups that showed up. Proposal, marriage. Did he finally contract the coronavirus? No. Did he finally get it? Was he finally going to get it? Well, of course, we have the Knight of Swords. Actually, it's the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords. The Page of Swords always shows up as immaturity, but the Page of Swords talks about gossip, spies, praying, and the truth. So the Republicans, the gossip, the spies, and his family. Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles here. As you can see, the Eight of Pentacles, it's talking about, calling all the powers to get him. That's what it feels like. They're calling all the powers, praying. You see that she has her thing and she's opening up, and all of the money and the power to get him out of office. That's what he's dealing with. Now he realizes that it could happen. And his family is not there. Okay, very cool. What's underneath here? The Hierophant. And the Five of Swords is at the bottom. The Hierophant. You see this in this thing here. The little girl, the girl right here in the window. She's hiding. And he's searching for her. And this is a card of manipulation, power, and people hiding. So yeah. Maybe that's 45. Let's see. I'm going to draw a couple here and then we see what we got. The cards are changing, people. The cards are changing so much that, and this right here, I think he may have been really exposed to the coronavirus this time. The Five of Swords. Envious and gluttony. Calling the storm. This is like the 6th or 7th time I've read on him calling for the storm. Calling his base. Calling for the storm. The temple body. The temple body. So there's something going on with his body. Maybe he actually contracted the coronavirus this time. Wouldn't that be something else? All right, everybody. You guys have a wonderful Tuesday. Thank you for showing up. No, really. Thank you for showing up. All right. Thanks.